Great. So yesterday, just we had a session where we discussed the queries what we have about this program. So today, let's get started with the different applications, what we are going to learn from each application, what would be our primary focus. So as we know, the program name is Oracle Fusion Financials. Within the Oracle Fusion Financials, we are going to learn applications. We are going to learn applications. So you can call it as Oracle Fusion Financials, or you can include the term called as Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials. We'll decode the title of Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials application after some time. As a part of this program, what are the different applications we are going to learn? Let's see that. So we'll go one by one. We are going to learn Oracle Fusion Accounts Payable application. One application name is Oracle Fusion Accounts Payable AP. I'm not expecting you to understand these points. Just I want to introduce the terminology, what we are going to come across. That's all. Just make a note. Whatever you discuss, make a note. Don't expect to understand immediately. Certain things may take some time. One application name is Oracle Fusion Accounts Payable. Another application name is Oracle Fusion Accounts Receivable. Say AR. The next application is Oracle Fusion Fixed Assets. Say FA. I'm just giving short names, how we represent. Another application name is Oracle Fusion Cash Management. Please make a note. It's very important. Whatever we are discussing, you have to capture later. You have to read and get ready with that. If you are just attending, you may understand, but that is not enough. Now it is okay. Later it won't be fine. Okay, you should be able to speak. For that, you have to write and you have to read. The sheet, whatever I'm using in the class, that you will get it. But don't depend on this. So what we write in the sheet may be limited. What we discuss, it is more than what we write in this sheet. That is the reason, please capture each and every point. So these are the primary applications. Along with this, we will learn Oracle Fusion Expense application, Oracle Fusion Tax, and for configuration, we work on Oracle Fusion FSM. Stands for Functional Setup Manager. And also we learn Fusion BPM, Business Process Management. So these are the applications we are going to learn. And one more application, which comes under primary applications, that is Fusion General Ledger. GL. So when we talk about financials applications, these 5 applications are primary applications. Along with these 5 applications, these are kind of supportive applications, and expense is the additional application, which is a very, very small application. So let's talk about these applications. From which application, what we are going to learn. From which application, what we are going to learn, let's focus on it. From Oracle Fusion Accounts Payable application, we are going to learn creating, we'll see how to create purchase invoices, and we'll see how to process the payments. The background would be the purchasing department purchase something, but payables department takes the responsibility of making the payment. So by using accounts payable AP application, we'll see how to create the purchase invoices and how to process the payment. So these are the two key tasks we are going to learn from accounts payable application. Once we get into that application, we'll understand more detail level. As of now, just take the notes. And from accounts receivable application, we are going to learn how to create sales invoices, how to create cash receipts. When we sell some goods or when you provide the services, we have to bill to the customer. As an organization, we have to bill to the customer. The billing we are calling as sales invoice. When we sell something to the customer, customer will make the payment. Whatever the payment we are receiving, that we have to record as a cash receipt. The other application is Oracle Fusion Fixed Assets. Short name is FA. So when we talk about any company, when we are operating the company, we use different assets like building, land, furniture, computers, different assets we use, vehicles, plants, machinery, depending on the business. All the assets information we have to maintain in the fixed assets application. The assets, the company assets. And when we are using those assets, say for example, we have an asset called as car. Today we purchase the car at 20 lakhs worth. After 1 year, if you look at the value of that car, it could be only 16 lakhs after 1 year. That means now this year the asset value is 20 lakhs. By next year, it will turn into 16 lakhs. So 4 lakhs value got reduced. That you have to record in the system as a depreciation. Okay, you have to reduce the asset value that you call as a depreciation. So primarily within the fixed assets application, we will learn how to create the assets, how to create and maintain the company assets, and how we can record the depreciation for those assets to reduce the value of assets over the period of the time. And we have an application called as Oracle Fusion Cash Management, we call as CM. By using the cash management application, primarily we maintain bank accounts. We are not talking about supplier bank accounts or customer bank accounts, the bank accounts which are owned by company. As a company, when we do the business, we use different bank accounts. Few bank accounts we can use to make the payments to suppliers. Few bank accounts we can use to deposit the money, whatever we get from the customers. Few bank accounts you may use for both purposes. Few bank accounts you may use internal purpose, not to deal with the suppliers or customer payments. So such kind of all bank accounts we maintain within the cash management application. And we have another application called as Oracle Fusion General Ledger application. So in this application, we prepare reports, or you can call as financial reports. So from all these applications, we get the data into General Ledger application. Within the General Ledger application, we prepare the financial reports. We will understand each and everything very detailed level. Now we are trying to understand very high level. Even it doesn't make sense for us, whatever we are discussing. Just data points I'm giving. So when you say Oracle Fusion accounts payable, if you can recall, we create purchase invoice, we process the payments, that is enough. How to create the purchase invoice, how to process the payment, we are not discussing. That is not expected as of now. We'll come across all these points later. Just make a note from which application, what primarily we are going to do. Along with these, there are certain other activities we do when we are dealing with the respective application we are going to discuss. Another point. So we have Oracle Fusion expense application. This you can call as, okay, EXM also, expense management application. Okay, Oracle Fusion, you can call as Oracle Fusion expense, okay, expense, expense M management. So by using this application, what we do is, if employees are spending any expenses which they can reimburse, say employee traveled to client location, or employee spent some money for stationery. As per company policy, if any employee is spending the money for stationery every month, they are allowed to spend for stationery maybe 1,000 rupees. Company is allowing to spend and claim up to 1,000 rupees expense for the employees. Such kind of expenses they record within the Fusion expense management. Or else say employee traveled one location to another location for official work, company related travel, company related work, project related travel. If employee is going to do that sort of expense, employee is allowed to reimburse. So in those scenarios, it may be travel related, it may be kind of stationary, it could be accommodation or food, taxi, such kind of expenses which are incurred by employees, which can be reimbursed by company. Such kind of expenses employees can go and record within this application so that they will get the claim. So company will pay. First employee may spend from their pocket, later company can pay, or else company may give advance to the employees, they will spend from that, finally they have to report to the company. So such kind of recordings in the system we call as expense reports. What are the expense employee spending? That expenses we can record in the system as a expense report. And Oracle Fusion tax application. So we can use this application to calculate the tax for tax calculations. So you are going to create purchase invoice. So when you create purchase invoice, a system should calculate the tax on this purchase invoice. When you create the sales invoice, system should calculate the tax. So wherever tax need to be calculated, that tax related setups we will do within the Oracle Fusion tax application. Within the Fusion tax, we do the tax related setups. Accordingly, system will calculate. So here we set up. Okay, we set up tax, means in which application, when, for what, how much tax need to be calculated, we can go and set within the Fusion tax application. Accordingly, this application will calculate the tax whenever you record the transactions and payables, receivables, and wherever tax is applicable in those applications. That's how it is. And another application name is Oracle Fusion BPM, Business Process Management. So say you are creating purchase invoice. When you create the purchase invoice, before you make the payment, say someone should approve it, manager should approve it, or a department head should approve the purchase invoice. So in those cases, we use BPM. By using the BPM, we can set the approvals. Okay, we can set up the approval. Say employee is creating the expense report. So whenever employee create expense report, the expense report need to be approved by manager so that that amount can be reimbursed by company. So in that case, we use Oracle Fusion BPM and we set the approval for who is the approval. And if somebody is going to approve, what is the limit to approve? These sort of rules related to approvals we can create by using the BPM application. Now, if you want to use any application, what are the applications we are discussing here? Any application you want to use, that application first we have to set up ready. We have to keep it ready. Keeping application ready to use, we call as setups, or you can call as a configuration. We call as a configuration or setup. It is nothing but keeping application ready. Say for example, you want to create purchase invoices and you want to process the payments within AP application. If you want to do those, if you want to record those two events, invoice creation and payment creation, we need to complete certain setups. We have to go and set who are the suppliers, and a few other details we have to do. We have to create and maintain the bank accounts. When you are creating purchase invoice, you have to create invoice against the supplier. When you are making the payment, you have to use the bank account to make the payment. So this is how we have to keep, you have to keep these kind of setups ready. Then only you can process the transaction within the application. You take any application example. In Oracle Fusion accounts receivables, if you want to create the sales invoices, you need some customer information. If you want to create the cash receipts, bank account information is required. In the same way, there are certain other setups which are really required to run any application. These all we have to complete for each and every application so that we will be able to use those applications. If you want to use any one of the application, you have to do the setups for each and every application. To do the setups, or you can say to do the configuration, we use Oracle Fusion FSM. By using Oracle Fusion FSM, you can do the setups. You can call it as configuration also. Any application you want to use, you have to set up. Where you can set up, I want to use payables application for the company. I want to create purchase invoice and payments. So first we have to set up. From where we can set up? By using Oracle Fusion FSM. So by using Oracle Fusion FSM application, we can set up any application so that we can use it. So this is what we have to understand, what applications we are going to learn. Along with these applications, we have few applications from supply chain management. So from those area also, the basics we will understand. Okay, basics we'll understand from the application called as Oracle Fusion Inventory Application, Oracle Fusion Purchasing Application. So there is separate application called as order management. We don't need to deal with that. We never deal with that. So primarily we come across with these applications. We should have a basic information. So we'll focus on these applications. Even these are not related to finance, but very basic knowledge. What level of knowledge we require when we work on the financials will touch base accordingly. Okay. Our primary focus would be on these 5 applications. Along with this, directly or indirectly, these applications we required. So for that reason, we will be working on these applications. We can say primarily these are the 5 applications we are going to learn. Yes, along with that, we will learn these applications. And very basic learning we will have from these applications. These are related to SCM, supply chain management applications. These are not finance applications. So this is what we have as a curriculum. So as a part of this program, apart from this, there are many other things like which we call as enterprise structure. What is aligned with these applications learning, we'll go through all those. Those we don't need to list out. It will become big list. So this is what we have to understand. These are the applications we are going to learn. Now, so before we proceed with the specific application related, we'll try to understand in the big picture
Lakshman sir, I have a question here. This is Manoj here. I have a small question.
Please.
Where does the revenue fit in? Like the revenue model, will it fit in the GL? Okay, it fits in
Here,
the ER.
you are doing the sales, right?
Okay.
Sales invoices. Here, revenue will come into the picture.
So the forecasting, all these things will be done in the ER and then the reporting will be done in the general ledger, is it?
It's not forecasting. The real transactions you record in the receivables. Yeah. You sold something,
Okay.
or else you provided some services. Immediately you bill to the customer, right?
Hmm.
So that
So,
you record in the receivables application. And
so
if you
there
want
is,
to, yeah, one second. If you want to do some forecasting, etc., that
hmm,
you can do outside of the system. And if you want to do that revenue forecasting, payment forecasting, that you can do within the cash management also.
okay. So one other question, sir. So there is something like accrual and cash system, right? So I have come across in my past experience, they used to do something on the accrual calculation and
Yes,
the
everything we
cash
do accrual based.
accrual basis. So that normally they used to pull some data from the order management and then compare with the receivables management. So is this something in detail you will learn it in the future or how is it, sir?
See, we are going to learn everything accrual based. Very simple. To keep it very simple, accrual
Mm-hmm.
means you create accounting for each and every transaction what you record. Take this example, AP. You
Mm,
create accounting for purchase invoice and you create accounting for payment. If you
mm.
are following the cash only for payment, you will do
Payments,
the
yeah.
accounting.
Mm,
If you take this example, for sales invoice, you do the accounting, cash receipts, you do in case of accrual. In case of cash basis, you do
only say
the
cash
only
receipts.
for cash. We will discuss, we'll see in the classes how accruals will
Okay.
be generated, how those can be reversed, when those can be reversed, right?
Okay.
We will
Okay.
understand all those when once we start recording the transactions.
Thank. So there is no separate module for revenue in Oracle. So it is just like how we have SAP revenue management. So I was just trying to understand.
Yes, in Oracle also we have a separate application. If you have a some complex revenue recognition policies and all,
Mhm.
so apart from receivables, there is an advanced application called as Oracle Revenue Management Cloud Services.
So that
Okay.
does not fall into Oracle Fusion Financials, or is it a
No,
separate
those are the
application?
additional applications. When you say Oracle Core, say if you implement for 10 clients,
Hmm.
you may not find out of 10 clients, like at least one client is using that. If you work for 20, 30 projects, in one or two projects you may see one or two clients are working out of 30.
Okay.
So that is a scope, because within the receivables itself, we have a revenue. You can track the revenue, you can do the scheduling revenues in arrears, in advance, etc. You can capture it. And if client is working on some kind of revenue, project related revenue kind of concepts, we have a separate application called as PPM. Within the PPM, we have a separate application called as a billing application, where they can maintain the detailed revenue plans. Accordingly, they can recognize, they can do the billing. It's a big story within that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
For normal revenue scenarios, you can handle by using the receivables itself.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So, any other questions here, please?
And I have here the IC module is managed within the GL setups, intercompany transactions.
Yes. Here you can handle. So we
Okay.
can handle here if you want to record in the payables and receivables also you can have that flexibility Oracle given. You can handle here itself. You can handle here, or else if you don't want to handle here through this payables and receivables application, automatically you can generate within the GL, or else manually also you can record. We have a different options. We'll see how to deal with that, how to pass the how automatically system can create intercompany transaction when the criteria is met.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Any other questions here, please?
Hello, sir. This is Lakshmikant this side.
Yeah.
Sir, we are covering this OTBI also, Oracle Transactional Business Intelligence also.
Yes, yes. When we are working on the payables, that is one of the concept. We'll go through it, how to create the OTBA report. It's pretty simple, no coding programming. It's all about
Okay.
dragging and dropping information, how you need report. Yes, we will go
Okay.
through that.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And one more question, like we are like this BPM, business process management. This is a part of middleware, correct? Oracle
It is
Fusion middleware.
not part of middleware.
Okay.
You can say it's one of the application, okay, which
Okay.
will be sitting in the middleware,
Okay.
but it is functional application only. We'll be using directly. You can access how you access payables receivables application. The
Okay.
placement is middleware.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And this OIM and APM, that is also part of this.
Yeah, that you will understand. Those are not a big applications. Those are the small functions. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like that is related to security. Once we get into that application, we will understand those.
Okay. 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 Actually, I'm going through the some points on the Google, so I found this. So I just thought
Yes,
to
we
ask
will
you.
come across. See,
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
which are
Yeah.
primary I am listing out here. Once we get into the sessions, we'll go detail level.
Okay. Okay. And will it covering the purchasing part also? This?
Yes, I mentioned here, right?
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Sorry. Thank you.
Inventory purchasing, what
Okay.
level of information we required when we work as a finance functional consultant, up to that level we will go through. But
Okay.
very
Yeah.
basic information only we need from those applications, because that is not our area. But just
Yeah.
we should
Correct.
aware of those details. We never work in any project to implement those applications.
Yes. Yes. Sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
We'll
Yeah.
do that. Yeah. Thanks. Any other questions?
So, sir,
Yeah.
Oracle Fusion Business Process Management, you said middleware. Whether it be part
No,
of
no, I'm not saying middleware. It
okay,
sits in middleware. Forget about that. Where it sits in middleware, it will sit in the top where it sits or lower where it sits. Doesn't matter for us. What we have
okay,
to understand at this stage is this is one of the application and what is
okay,
the purpose to set the approvals for the transactions. That's it.
okay. I thought OIC will come under.
No, no, no.
Uh,
OIC is a core middleware part, like where you can use for technical developments, integrations,
okay, okay,
kind of business process related, and you can build separate extensions or applications also.
sure, sure. Thanks. Yeah, thank you.
You see as a just normal application. That's it. Where it is sitting doesn't matter. What it is doing only important for us.
Yeah, yep, yep. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Yes.
Please.
About the inventory and the purchase rate, that will come under separate part, or it includes in the account receivables and account payables. It's
No,
like
no,
that.
no. These applications are like, it's a connected. This when you talk about purchasing, it is connected with the payables. So when we are learning payables, we will go through that purchasing, and inventory is connected with the purchasing is connected with the payables. So as a part of the process, we will go through those.
Okay, thank you.
When we run the classes on the payables, that time we will come across these two applications. That's how it is. And again, this inventory is connected with receivables also. When you do the sales, what are the items you have in the inventory, that only we sell to the customers. We will understand. Now just I'm trying to introduce, and there are separate processes which we call as P2P cycle, O2C cycle. Very soon we'll talk about those two cycles so that we'll get big picture understanding how these all departments or how all these applications can interact, how the data sharing happens across these applications, what is the responsibility of each and every department, or what we can do in each and every application, how these all are connected, how the process flow works across or within the applications. This all we will understand. For now, just there is no picture, just data as of now. Yeah. So as an isolated manner, we are trying to understand what we can do in each and every application. Later, how these applications are going to interact each other, why those are going to interact, where the interaction starts, how it will be routed, finally where it will end. This all we will understand. Any next question, please? Okay, no questions. Great. Now, so we are talking about financials. We are talking about financials. Let's try to understand what are the different product families we have from Oracle and
Hi,
what is
sorry
the
for
purpose.
interrupt and delay. How to
Please.
capture the transactions of POS, point of sale transactions? How
Can you repeat your question? Can you make it more clear?
where we can capture the point of sale transactions in Oracle?
Sales.
Point of sale, POS transactions.
POS, we don't have solution. We have separate product from Oracle called as Oracle Retail Solution.
Oracle. That is
Okay.
that application is entirely
Yeah.
different from this.
Separate application that
Okay.
client can use it. Otherwise, what many companies they do is who are into retail business, they will have their POS, point of sale systems.
Okay.
So here they will record all the transactions, specific day, specific transactions. In a day, whatever they do, they'll record in this. And
The
this
integration is fine.
application, they will connect to receivables application with the help
Okay.
of technical team. Okay, this application, the point of sale system, they'll connect to receivables.
Okay.
So
Okay. And one
whatever
more
the
thing.
revenue they generated for entire day, simply they'll create one receipt in receivables.
Yes. Okay.
For entire all the entire day transactions, they can create single sales invoice. Yeah, that's how that works. Okay, they can use point of sales means Oracle retail applications also Oracle is offering, but most of the clients you see they will have their own like different point of sale systems. If client is going to use Oracle Fusion applications who are into retail business, they will retain their point of sale systems as it is, because in the cash counter they cannot use Oracle system, right, directly. So they will use point of sales. From there they will interface the data, they will send the data to receivables application with the logic of how many invoices, how many receipts need to be created. Reality, what they do for entire day sales, they create one sales invoice, one receipt. They'll bring into Oracle receivables application. That's how they use it. Got it?
Yes, yes. That is going to happen through an integration.
Integration. The connection between POS, point of sale system, and receivables should be done by technical people. That is not our task.
Okay. One more thing.
Yeah.
Are you going to light through PPM?
What is that? PPM.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about it. That's what I mentioned along with the finance, what we have, what is the role of that. We are going to talk about it. There you will understand.
Yeah. Why?
I'm
Because
going to talk
nowadays
about it.
the complex revenue recognition is going to happen.
See, PPM, when you talk about PPM, that is separate course again. Okay. We have project costing, we have project billing, we have project contracts, we have project management, you have project resource management. Okay, the task management, different applications we have. That is a completely separate kind of implementation which we have to do. It's not part of finance. That's what I'm going to talk about. Not only PPM, what else we have, we are going to focus on that. Let's see that.
Thank you.
Once we are done with that, you can just go ahead with your questions. Still, it's not understanding.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fine. So let's proceed. Okay, we are talking about financials. Like financials, what are the different solutions Oracle is offering? One is financials. Okay, so within the financials, already we discussed, we have a different applications, payables, receivables, fixed assets, cash management, GL. These are the primary. Along with that, the supporting also we discussed. So why we are calling these applications as a financials? If you look at these applications, everywhere we are dealing with the money. When you talk about AP, we are making the payments. We are dealing with the money. Money means finance. If you talk about AR, we are recording the cash receipt. Payments from customer, we are recording as a cash receipts. We are dealing with the money. If we talk about fixed assets, yes, we are maintaining the assets. Yes, liquidity would be there. And if you talk about CM, cash management, bank accounts, so direct liquidity. And when you talk about GL, all the finance data we are going to maintain, which we are recording in all these applications. That means the applications which are dealing with money related matters, money related transactions, all those applications put together, we are calling as a financials. In the same way, based on the purpose, based on the process, based on the data what we are going to maintain, accordingly applications are classified like HCM, SCM, PPM, and PRC, and you can say CX. This is how, like, again we can say CRM. So different classifications of applications we have based on those applications are going to involve in which business process, or in those applications which data we are going to maintain. So these classifications we call as product families. Okay, we call as product families, or you can call as tracks. So these are the different. There are a few more also. We don't need to focus on all those. Just this data is enough for us to understand. So there are different product families. When you are learning, those we call as courses. When we are going to implement for the client, these we call as the solutions. Okay, financials product family we have from Oracle. HCM product family we have from Oracle. SCM, PPM, procurement, PRC means procurement. CX, sales, CRM, customer relationship management. These are the different product families. So when I say financials, set of applications which deals with the finance data. HCM, SCM, these also, everything is set of relevant applications. Now, when you say finance, so by using finance application, we can record money related transactions, payments which we pay, payments which we receive, bank accounts, and assets, financial data, money related transactions. So by using HCM applications, what data we can maintain? People. People's data means employees. So what are the employees we have in the company and the employee related payrolls, etc. It's all deals with all the multiple applications we have in HCM, like HR application, payroll application, absence, talent, timesheet. Okay, different applications we have from HCM, all applications to deal with employee related data. And SCM application, primarily these are involved in the sales. SCM stands for supply chain management. When you say HCM, human capital management. Okay, HCM stands for human capital management. By using HCM, the companies can maintain employee related information and they can run the employee payrolls. SCM stands for supply chain management. Supply chain management. Supply chain management. Primarily, so we sell to the customer and we'll supply and we ship the material to the customer. That process can be handled by using SCM applications. SCM product family, you can say. PPM. As a company, if you are doing the project's internal purpose or external for customers' purpose, that project related information you can maintain by using PPM application. It's for projects, for project driven organizations. If any company is doing the projects, so how much they are incurring, how much revenue they are generating, or else the project may be for internal. They might be constructing one building for use for their business only. Then they have to capture what is the building, what is the duration, how many resources are working, how much amount they are spending for materials like say bricks iron, cement, different raw materials, how much they are incurring. This all they have to capture. And sometimes they may do the project for their customers. So how much they are spending, how much revenue they are generating, this all the project related information need to be captured. That could be cost, or that could be billing or revenue, etc., etc. So such kind of project related data to capture into the system, we have product family called as PPM. And procurement primarily to purchase. So whatever you want to purchase for your company, it may be goods or it could be services you want to render to execute complete procurement activities. We have a PRC, means procurement applications. When we get into the system, I'll take you through as a part of PRC what applications we have. And CX. Okay, CX, it's related to sales applications again. So kind of sales, these sales are different, and before these sales and how that how to deal with the customer and different negotiations, etc., all can be handled in the customer. You can call it as this as a customer experience also. Okay, customer experience, CX, customer experience related applications. It's all about dealing with the customer. So in that, one of the section is relationship management with those customers, CRM, customer relationship management. That's how we have a different product families. We are going to learn one of the product family called as financials. Out of all these product families, the key product family is finance, because every company, finance is a backbone. So if you look at any sort of segment, any industry, they need finance application. Rest of the applications all depends on based on the industry. Here you can just take the application called as, okay, manufacturing applications, MFC, manufacturing you can say. So MFC, like you have a bills of material, BOM, and work in process, kind of process and kind of bill what raw material you need or spare parts you need if you are going to assemble some products or items. Those all can be managed in this manufacturing applications. So this is how we have a different product families from Oracle. These all you can call as a different tracks. Which track we are going to learn, or which product family we are going to learn? Financials. Okay, we are going to learn financials application. In the same way, there are many other product families, but we don't need to focus. Just be aware of this, because these applications just stands and roam around financials with some connection. We will understand once we get into the application, we'll understand how, where these applications can establish the interactions. Now, any questions on this point from anyone, please? Any questions, please?
So SCM is also linked to the inventory application.
Sorry, I lost it. Yeah, please, can you repeat?
Yeah, I was just asking, SCM track is also linked to the inventory, Oracle Fusion inventory as well.
Correct, yes. When you say SCM, primarily like inventory, order management, you can consider purchasing also within that. But when you say separately procurement, there will be separate additional modules also, additional applications.
Okay.
So when you say SCM, yes, your inventory will be part of SCM. That's how it is. Okay, any other questions, please?
And then what's the relevance of the customer experience track over here?
See, it's all about, there are set of applications in the CX. Okay, CPQ, different applications we have. Those will be standing far away. We don't need to focus on that. Okay, when we are working on finance, you can understand just SCM. That is enough. High level.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Fine. No questions. Okay. Now, let's decode the course what we are learning. So we are going to learn Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials Applications. Let's try to understand what does it mean. So we have a different terms. One is Oracle, other one is Fusion Cloud, and we have financials, we have applications. So these are the different terms we have. We'll go one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll just go one by one. So when we talk about Oracle, what does it mean by Oracle? So when you talk about one means we are referring Oracle. So Oracle means you can say database, or you can say it's a company name. The company Oracle started the initial product as a database. They started their business with a database concept. So they started their business with the database concept. So that you can say, what does it mean by Oracle means? Oracle is one of the database you can say, or else Oracle is the company name you can say. That's how it is. It's a database, you can say company. When you say database, what purpose we use the database? Just to store the data. Okay. So here itself we'll try to understand what does it mean by application, how that is structured. Very simple. So it won't take much time. Let's just go through those few points. So database. So here we have a database. Now, if you want to interact with the database, you want to store some data in the database, or you want to see the data which is there in the database, for that, you should know the language called as SQL. Take example, in IT, if you want to interact with anybody, you should know the language called as English. So in the IT, how English is mandatory, in the same way, if you want to interact with any database, you should know the language called as SQL. In IT, everybody knows English. In the same way, every database knows one language called as SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. S stands for structured. Q stands for query. L stands for language. Structured query language. Okay, by following certain structure, you can query, you can call the data from database. For that language what we are using the language that is SQL, structure query language. By following certain structure, so we can interact with the data by using this language. So with SQL you can interact with the database. If you want to store the data in the database, or if you want to see the data which is there in the database, we should know the language called as SQL. So if you want to see the data, if you want to store the data in the database, you should learn SQL, otherwise you cannot interact with the database. For that, what Oracle it is, instead of you should learn SQL, they simply created some pages. They created pages. So in the pages, they given fields. You can enter the data and you can save it. The data will go and sit in the database. That's it. So you don't need to learn SQL now. So this is how they created multiple pages. For each and every application, they created multiple pages. Okay, multiple pages. These are all pages they connected with a database. They connected all these to database. Say one page for purchase invoice, one page for payment. Now these two pages are relevant pages you can call as payables related pages. By using these pages, okay, by using these pages, you are entering the data, you are storing the data in the database. Now you want to see the data which is there in the database. If you want to see the data which is there in the database, for that we use the concept called as reports. Okay, whatever the data is available in the database, the data you can view with the help of reports. That's how it is. So with the pages, you can input the data into database. Whatever the data is available in the database, if you want to see, you can use the concept called as reports. So we have a pages to input the data. We have database to store the data. We have reports to view the data. So these three components put together we call as application. Okay, collection of pages, relevant pages, and the database and reports we call as application. It could be any application. We know many applications. We know WhatsApp application, Facebook, so Instagram. Every application follows these components. There will be certain pages where we are using to enter the data, to post, to share or like, etc. Everything will get stored in the database. That company will view the reports. If you take example Instagram, they will run the reports. How many new users joined today, new accounts are open, how many accounts are deleted, how many posts are submitted, how many shares. These all they generate as a reports. Any application, not only Oracle application, any application should follow these three primary components. One is database should be there. To input the data, we have a pages. To view the data, we can use the reports. Directly from the pages also you can view the data, but limited data you can see. If you want to see large volume of the data, we can go through the reports. So this is we have applications. So when you talk about our Oracle Fusion, we have a different application. We discussed payables, receivables, cash management, fixed assets, general ledger. Those all just follows this structure. And we discussed what is the meaning of Oracle. Oracle is nothing but database, or you can say one of the company name. That's how it is. And also we discussed what does it mean by financials. We discussed there are different product families. One of the product families is financials. When you talk about financials, so these are the core applications we have as a part of financials. That's how it is. Now let's try to understand what is the meaning of fusion. What is the meaning of fusion? It's very simple. When you talk about fusion, say in the market, we have Oracle. From Oracle, financials is good. And from SAP, SD is good, sales and distribution, which is equal to SCM. And also manufacturing is good. And from PeopleSoft, HCM solution is very famous. From Hyperion, okay, reporting, planning, budgeting, those solutions also great. And you have you have JD Adverts, JDE we call, means JD Adverts. From here, some sort of supply chain management solution is good. And we have CBIL application. From CBIL application, CRM solution is very famous. We have application called as Primavera. From this, project scheduling is very famous. And this is how we have a different products where those are specialized in the different areas. As a company, if you want to use financials, so HCM, SCM, PPM projects, and you need some reporting tools, etc. So, which product you have to choose? You can choose from Oracle Financials, from SAP SD, from PeopleSoft HCM, and reporting from Hyperion, and CRM from Siebel. You can choose. You can choose, but when we are going to use, the maintenance will become complex because these all are the different products, and you have to connect one product with another product. And maintenance will become easy, and you need experts from Oracle, SAP, PeopleSoft. Your license will be costing very high. Maintenance will become always challenging because these are the different technologies, different platforms. So by understanding this phenomena in the market, what Oracle it is, except Oracle SAP, these all Oracle purchased. Finance from Oracle only, very famous. And remaining PeopleSoft Oracle acquired, they purchased. Hyperion they acquired. JD Edwards they acquired. Siebel they acquired. Primavera they acquired. And many other products they acquired. From all those products, what are the best solutions they have? By combining all these, they built ultimate product called as Fusion. So now when you say Fusion, everything is powerful. If you talk about only Oracle product, only finance is good. In Oracle also we have HCM, SCM, etc. But compared to PeopleSoft HCM, Oracle HCM is not great. That is the reason Oracle acquired PeopleSoft. Now in the Fusion, whatever the finance you use, that is Oracle product only. Whatever the HCM you use, that is a legacy of PeopleSoft. The original source is PeopleSoft. And reporting tools from Hyperion. But this all you see as a Oracle products now. Now this all became Oracle. Now this all became Oracle PeopleSoft. This we call as Oracle Hyperion. Oracle JD Edwards. Oracle Siebel. Oracle Primavera. So that's how these all products now Oracle products. So by using these products, what is powerful in that products that Oracle picked and they built ultimate product called as Fusion. Means very powerful solutions they fused into one solution, that is Fusion. So these are the different product families. Across these product families, we have applications. So that we are calling as Fusion applications. So that is the meaning of Fusion. Now, any questions on this point, please? Any questions here, please?
So can we have an example like what we were able to achieve earlier with the Oracle R12 now, how better we can get the value from Fusion that we will not have it in the.
It would be like this.
Hmm.
So you have a Samsung, you have iPhone, right? More or less same features, right? What you can do with the iPhone, you can do with the Samsung also, right? But there will be difference in terms of experience and performance. So that's how these are different compared to previous version. And when you talk about the previous version, EBS 11 R12, they're all the products from Oracle only. In the EBS, HCM also from Oracle, whatever Oracle designed and developed HCM. And CRM solution, Oracle CRM and all. Now, they acquired these powerful products from the market, and in the Fusion, you are not going to have Oracle built HCM. It is PeopleSoft built HCM. Okay. In the same way, CRM projects and all, these are all from the best products which are available in the market. We can say best breed in the market. Yep, that's how it is.
Perfect.
Any other questions here, please?
Yeah, sir, Lakshmikant this side. Just one question, like Oracle has mentioned that they will support JD up to 2035. So is there kind of deadline for Fusion also that Oracle is giving?
Oh,
Or
1 second, 1 second.
yeah,
It's a baby product. How it
yeah,
will become old now, right? Those became
yeah,
old,
yeah,
right?
correct, correct. Yeah, yeah,
It's growing.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. See,
Okay, yeah,
Oracle given deadline for Oracle EBS RTOL also. Earlier they
yes, yes,
announced it would be up to 2030.
yes.
Okay, if required, we will extend. That's what they announced.
Yeah, they
And
are creeping, increasing the dates. Yeah,
yes,
support date.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
And again, PeopleSoft also, Oracle now, Oracle PeopleSoft. Now they are not encouraging any PeopleSoft product licensing. They are
Yes,
saying you
correct.
want to use PeopleSoft, use Oracle Fusion. And Fusion also, PeopleSoft only sitting.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's how it is. Whatever the products Oracle acquired, they are not entertaining the clients as those products as a standalone. How those were in the past. Now what they are saying is we are not encouraging this. The same solution is available as a part of Fusion. You can move to Fusion. That's what they are recommending.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. Any other questions here, please? Okay. So no questions. Fine. So we discussed what is the meaning of Oracle, what is the meaning of Fusion, finance, applications. So we have to understand what does it mean by cloud, and I think it takes some time. We have to go with a bit detail level discussions. So this we will move it to tomorrow since these are very beginning classes. So yesterday it was first session, today second session. I'm taking very limited time. Maybe after 2 3 classes, yes, we will stretch to 1.5 hour minimum every day. So that's how we can plan. For today, I'm going to stop here. So tomorrow we'll talk about what is a cloud and what are the points we have to understand. And we'll talk about instances. If time permits, we will connect to the instance. Otherwise, in the day after tomorrow session, we will connect to the instance and we'll just go through the instance also. So we are done for today. If you have any questions, please go ahead. Any
Hello, sir.
questions?
This is Rajshekar here. I tried to speak to some of the team, and they said you can talk to Lakshman sir in the call only like that. Actually, I have 10 years of experience into Oracle PLSQL. Now they're allocated me to Oracle R12 project. Okay.
Yes.
They are given some time, so I need to learn functional and technical things in the Oracle R212 things. But I'm going through your financials video in the YouTube. In future, it may Oracle may support Oracle R12 or not. They may support for next 1 year or 2 year. Next, they'll shift everything into the Oracle Fusion Financial Cloud only. Do I need to learn Oracle Financial Cloud? Is there any benefit or is there any thing I need to do?
Yeah.
Whether I,
So you are working in that company, so that is the reason they asked how they want you for that company, right?
yes, correct.
You have to think how you are expecting from your side, how you want to grow, right? So since
Yes.
you are working for that company, you may learn, you may act as you are learning EBS, R12 financials,
Okay.
just to survive in that company, temporary purpose.
Correct.
But you should have your big plan. The big plan is you should upgrade or you should learn which is in the demand. That is Fusion. So learn
Okay.
Fusion and get ready with the Fusion as your company is expecting what you should learn from EBS finance, you learn it.
Okay.
Later, both will become skill for you. Primarily, you
Mm.
can use Fusion Finance, and
Mm.
as secondary, you may hold some EBS knowledge or experience after 6 months, after 1 year, then you
Okay.
can switch the company with a fusion skill, not with EBS.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that's how you can create your roadmap. Yeah. Any other questions, please?
Yeah, hello sir. This is Lakshmikant again.
Please.
Sir, one more question. Actually, I have currently I'm working with JD. I have around 5 years of experience in finance.
Okay.
So, as for the future prospect, as I have already asked you the question, like JD Oracle is supporting to JD to 2035. So, actually, I'm looking for a future prospect. So, will it be my experience consider if I complete this training program,
Simple,
Future
simple.
Finance?
I'll tell you what people did and doing.
Okay, yeah.
The people who are from PeopleSoft background, JDE background, what they are doing is they are learning the fusion. They are claiming that experience with this fusion finance. Their CV says
Okay, yeah.
they have 5 years of experience on fusion.
Okay,
Since they are learning, they can attend interviews. That's how they get an entry. Otherwise, if you claim I have 5 years of JD experience, just yesterday only I learned Oracle Fusion, they say bye.
okay, okay, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
How they are
correct.
expecting you, you should be ready as per their expectation. Means you have to prepare as per their expectations.
Correct, correct.
That's what people are doing. I'm not recommending to do, just I'm sharing
Yeah,
what people
yeah,
are doing, how things are working.
okay.
Fine. Any other questions, please?
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Shrikant. So I am not from any of these Oracle backgrounds. I'm into private equity. I'm completely into finance.
Okay.
How would this course will be helpful if I take the decision of switching onto the other side? I mean, like I wanted to know because all of the conversations that I have heard so far are coming from people who are already experienced and they seem have a different understanding. But to me, it's a complete different scenario. Can you
See,
suggest something?
yeah, I got you. So no experience, no specific academic background is required, not required. So you should have a minimum bachelor degree. If you have master's, great. And that is enough. The candidate should be able to speak basic English. These are the two primary prerequisites to do this program. So doesn't matter what qualification, what academics you are holding, and doesn't matter do you have experience or not. If you say you don't have any experience, that is okay. If you say you have experience, still I don't ask you which experience also, because here you are going to learn as an application from the scratch, so you can understand. You no need to carry any prior experience or prior knowledge or relevant academic background, not required. When you say finance, you no need to see the finance as a finance. It is just term. Everything is managed by system. You have to watch how it is managing, that we are going to understand. So finance is managed by system, but not by us. But we'll be acting as a consultant. How it works, how the application works, we are going to handle. How finance is going to work, we are not going to handle reality. How finance should work, that system will take care. Yeah. Any background is okay. Any background is okay. You don't need to carry relevant experience. Not required. Yep. Any other questions, please?
Hello, sir.
Yep.
I am Akmal.
Yes.
I have 20 years of experience in general BPO like jobs.
Okay.
Shall I switch into Oracle Financials?
Yes. Yes. To get good package, you can do that.
Is there any criteria relating to experience is too much or age
I
factor?
mentioned,
Like
right, only we have to look at your qualification and your language skills. That's it. Both are basic required. Any bachelor degree is okay, and very basic English is okay. Just you have to learn. Forget about past. What you did, what you could not do, forget about it. So what you are planning, how it works. You are just, if you are choosing finance, it will work. First, if it should work for you means you should work for finance, this learning, then it will work for you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Any other questions?
Yeah, hello, sir. Noor here.
Yeah.
So total, I have 6 years of experience in AR. Currently, I'm working as a billing executive
Okay.
in Oracle end user. On daily basis, I used to create the sales order and the invoice creation. So I'm confusing a little bit, like which module I need to choose, like financial or SCM. Can you please suggest?
So see, it is not like because I am taking classes for finance, by default, finance got huge demand. If 10 openings are there in the market, there will be 5, 6 openings on finance, remaining 4, 5 for SCM, HCM, PPM, etc. etc. There is huge demand for finance. Better you can choose finance, it will bring good finance for your career. And again, finance is very straightforward and simple. When you talk about SCM, it's more process driven. When you talk about PPM, very, very complex. That's the reality. Please go on mute. Please go on mute. Somebody unmuted and they are speaking with someone else.
Hello.
So mute everybody. If you have any question, unmute.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Please.
Hello.
Yes.
Do we cover HCM in this?
HCM is this program for finance.
Finance only.
Only finance. See, it's for finance. These are the different courses, separate courses.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need also. When you are learning finance, you don't need to learn anything. Okay. Tomorrow, nobody will allow you if you want to work on finance and HCM. These are the two separate skill sets.
Actually, my brother was asking if there is HCM also going on. He also want to join the course.
We are not running any HCM classes.
We are not running any HCM. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, please?
Do you need any knowledge about finances like assets and all those things?
Not
like
required. We will learn all those during the classes.
Okay.
And here and there, if some dots are not connecting, always Google is there for us. Or Chat GPT, you can, right? That's how it is.
This course is actually 6 months, right? Or is it 2 to 3 months? I
2
was
to
little
3
confused.
months. We have 100% job guarantee program that is for 6 to 7 months.
And do you have any locations in Bangalore for the 100%? I guess you answered it yesterday. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, only Hyderabad for this.
Hi, I'm Srikanth again. So I'm already in a managerial role now. Will this help me anything on the managerial side, or I know it's a whole different situation, but I want to take a career switch basically. So
See, roles is one thing and package is primary thing, right? It's all about your team leader, team member, or manager, or senior manager. More than that, how much amount you are taking to home. So that is a matter. If you are with Oracle role, yes, you can take good take home to home. So that's how it is. And if you are working as a manager in the manager position, what you are managing also matter. But if
yeah,
you get
so
into
it's into data analyst kind of a core.
okay, tell me like when did you complete your bachelor degree? How many years ago?
It's been 5 years.
5 years ago you completed.
Yeah,
If it is okay, you can tell me what is your package.
I'm at 21 now.
Okay, 21. I can say you are at good package.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, you have to think how far it can scale up, right?
So taking up this course, if I'm not in a managerial role, let's say like somebody with 6 or 7 years of experience, learning up this course, what is the expected CTC that we can take home?
Okay, with the 5 years, here also people are getting 20 to 25.
Okay.
20 to 25 people are getting with the 5 years of experience. And if they change the company, it can go 5 to 10 lakhs hike.
Oh,
Okay. And again, you say you if you travel to Dubai and all, you can get 4 to 5 6 lakhs per month, which is tax free.
okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, thanks
And
for
if you
answering.
do this, you cannot work as a manager. You will become a consultant. And if you have a like managerial skills, say you did PMPRS, you have a great communication skills, and you have a people management and all, slowly, without taking too much of time, you may become project manager, Oracle Fusion project manager. It could be implementation or support. That's how it is. Maybe you have a strong academics. That is the reason you are working as a manager with that package, right?
Yeah, I have 2 PGs actually.
Yeah, I can sense that. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Your package and just years of experience, only 5, right? Level is manager. It gives some signals. Got it. Any other questions?
One more question, like we are covering the implementation part also in this program.
Yes, as I mentioned, you will have a 15 hours sessions to
Okay,
understand the real implementation, how it takes place, what is our role, others' role, entire team, manager, client,
okay, okay.
everything.
Yeah,
Here I mentioned in the yesterday session. Here is the point.
okay, okay. Yeah, got it. Actually, this is my first class, so I missed that.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
got it. Better you can go through yesterday's session
Yes,
also so
yes,
that you
yes,
will
yes,
get to
yes.
know other
Actually,
points.
yeah, Monica has already shared that. I have gone through the 15 minutes recording only. I will go
Okay,
through that. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, great. Any other questions, please? Okay, seems to no questions. In the tomorrow session, we'll focus on what does it mean by cloud. Then we'll try to understand the environment. Then, if time permits, we will connect to the application also. Yeah, we'll see that. If no questions, we
Lakshman,
can wind up. Yeah, please.
sorry. Yeah. So how the openings for a fresher candidate with this course?
I don't say no openings. Openings are there, but less. And you get just peanuts. You don't get much.
Lakshman
Oh,
sir, do you have any placement assistance in this 2 to 3 months program, or
No,
you're
this
on your own?
is just it's all about learning about the product. If it is a 100% job guarantee program, so that's 100% guarantee.
No,
You
the
will
guarantee is
get job
fine. Do
on
you
your
have any
own.
assistance like, hey, we do have this opening. If you're free, you can apply for it, something like that. We
Oh,
send notifications, something like that.
that you don't need to expect from anyone. There are always openings in the market. The simple task is upload your CV in Naukri Gulf, Monster Gulf, Byte, and update in the your LinkedIn profile. That's it. You will have a good call flow all the time.
Trust me, sir, you're not getting calls because only referrals are working nowadays.
But see, on the floor we have 100 people now who are in the 100% job guarantee program. More than 100 people we have.
Mm-hmm.
For these all people, how they are getting the jobs? All the previous batch who completed, they all got the jobs. People got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 offers also. This is all only one process. They're uploading the CVs in the portals. Naturally, organically, they are getting the calls. No reference is required. And the point what you mentioned, that is applicable. If you have very, very specific requirement, I need my location only in so and so country or so and so city. Such kind of cases, or else your desired company could be so and so. In those cases, you may look for references. Otherwise, be in the open market, you'll get the calls.
Okay.
That's
One
my
last,
experience. That's my experience, which I
okay,
see.
one last question, sir. I am from Bangalore. So is there any way that you can accommodate something similar like this offline course for the people who stay in Bangalore? Because I have a family, I cannot come back. I have a small baby to take care. So I really cannot travel from Bangalore to Hyderabad for 6 months. Any other thing that you're planning in future, or
We will come back to you. You can keep in touch with the team. They will update you if any sort of plans we are going to come up with
But
that.
do you have something in pipeline or?
As of now, no.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, please? Okay, great. No questions. If no questions, that's all for today. We'll connect tomorrow same time. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. We'll connect tomorrow same time.
Thank you, Lakshmi.
Yeah. Thank you.